Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a cleaning video of my pump shotgun here. I know everybody kind of has their own way of doing things. I'm just kind of just showing you how I do it. But basically what you need is some rags. Definitely recommend some rags. So you could like wipe the oil off or excess oil off things, when you're done. A brush to get the bolt and get the, scrub the dirt and the fouling and the oil and other things in the bolt. Also a bore brush. This is, I believe, the Hops kit, where it comes with a bunch of different caliber bore brushes and mops, and it comes with the cleaner and patches and a bunch of other things, which is actually, it's pretty cheap. I think it's like 20 bucks and you get the full kit at Walmart, so definitely recommend that. I like the bore snakes. It definitely makes it easy. Like, the bore snakes, you just run it through the barrel, and it has it's like a long cloth, but it has like grooves of like the brush in the cloth, so you're kind of doing a bunch of things at once. So you're just running the snake through the barrel, and it makes it really easy, which I like. I feel like it's good to do like after you're done shooting, like at the range or whatever, just as a quick cleanup. I still like just to use the old-fashioned rod and just brush, and just kind of, I feel like you can get a better cleaning done with just this this old style setup here. But yeah, so let's get to it. Also, yeah, so the solvent, this is for to clean the bore out, which, the barrel, get all that nasty stuff out of there. And then we have CLP, which is, it does a bunch of different things in one. This is actually what the military uses, but it's a cleaner, a lubricant, and a preservative. So everything in one. So it makes it pretty easy, but that's for like, the bolt, the inside. I mean, you could also clean your barrel with it. I know some people use this as kind of like a barrel cleaner too, if you want to. I don't think it's going to be as strong as the Hops, but I know some people would use just the CLP for everything. But yeah, and then some Q-tips, which is good, just to kind of get into the, hard to reach areas. Let's make sure that this is unloaded first real quick. Yep, safe to go, ready to go. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I use. And then after you're done running the brush through the bore, you're gonna want to get all the excess out of there, all the dirt and stuff. So you could either use a mop, which looks like this, but it's it's just like a white cloth. God damn, how do you explain it? Well, I have one here. You guys probably know what it is, but it's just it looks like this, but it's just a big old cloth thing. They call it a mop. Or you could just use this. It's like a plastic thing, and you just put patches in between, and then you can just get all the stuff that way. That's what I do. But let's go ahead and get started. So the gun is safe. I'm gonna take this nut off. And also, I also recommend these mats right here. This just keeps your table safe from any lubricants or solvents spilling over. So this is definitely this foam mat. I definitely recommend. You can get off of eBay, Amazon. I think actually Walmart sells stuff like this too. Definitely recommend that. So yeah, so you take the nut off, and then we're gonna go ahead and take the barrel off. This barrel, man, is really on there. Take the barrel off like that. And I guess we'll get started on the barrel. So I'm gonna put the rest of the gun aside. That way I have more room to work with. So yeah, this is what the inside the barrel looks like, and I actually cleaned this a while back, but I noticed, I don't know if you guys can see it. You're not gonna be able to see it, but I noticed there's some like I don't know if it's from the shotgun wad or something, but it looks like kind of like residue, like plastic residue inside the barrel that's like not coming out. So I'm gonna try to get that out today with the hops. I think that's because I used the bore snake after I shot it, and I don't think it got all the stuff out of it. So that's why I'm gonna do it this way today. So let's go ahead and see if I can't get the rest of that stuff out of the barrel. But yeah, this is what I start out with, is cleaning out the barrel of the shotgun. So I just put the brush on like that. Get some hops, and this stuff's pretty strong. I mean, it kind of stinks, so definitely gonna want to have like a door or a window open. And this is actually a new container, which is cool. Let's get rid of the excess. And then I just start running it from back here. You want to go through the chamber first. And we're just gonna clean it like this a couple times. Just run it through. And if you want, you could just kind of top off, get a little bit more. And that should be good, just a couple. I'm gonna close this real fast so it doesn't spill. See, I love this foam mat, And we'll do it a few more times here. And that'll probably be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these cloths. Kind of clean this up a little bit. Take the brush off. And set that aside. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the patches on. I'm trying to do this kind of quick so you guys aren't like bored out of your mind. Like that. Now let's see what these patches look like once I run them through. Oh yeah. This is definitely a little bit dirty. And I mean, some of that could be the solvent. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure. So actually I could probably put more patches on this thing to make it more of a snug fit so I can get more of the residue out of the barrel. So I just take a couple of these and like that. I guess I could take a couple more. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to. Like that. Yeah, see, the hop stuff is really nice. And that stuff just really eats at that. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the mop would be probably make more sense to use, but I just than doing it this way. I just don't like using the mop a whole lot, just because even when you put a patch over it, the mop gets really dirty, and then you know they just don't last very long. I don't, I'd rather just use patches and just throw them away. You know what I mean? Not have a dirty mop with all your rest of your gun cleaning stuff. I'll go ahead and get the rest of that a little bit later, but yep. So let's see if I got that. There's still a little bit of residue in there, and I mean I'll tackle that a little bit later, but I'm going to show you kind of what I do with the rest of this real fast. So I'm going to put the barrel aside. Now, I got the bolt in the fore end here. And I mean, it's kind of hard to do, but, I don't want to take the stock off. It's kind of a hassle to do just to clean the gun. But I tried to keep the solvent and the oil kind of away from these plastic parts. It probably doesn't matter a whole lot, but I just would rather not have solvent and stuff hitting this plastic and just, I don't know, I might ruin the finish on it. I just would rather do that. So I'm going to try to, keep this stuff away to where I just have the metal here. And then at this point, I start using the CLP, and I just go ahead and put some directly on the brush first, like that. And then I just scrub the bolt with the CLP. That's kind of what I do first. Just kind of lift up some of that dirt, some of the solvent. My bad. Fox weather meteorologist. I'm watching Fox News, and when the TV's been paused too long, it'll just play right back. Well, the world is spreading love, dude? Tonight. One spoonful at a time. We'll show you why we are Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep scrubbing that really good. This part right here is usually get a lot of dirt, so you want to make sure you scrub kind of the face of that bolt really good. Get all that shit off of there. Getting those grooves is what I like about the brush, getting these grooves right here. Okay, and then once that's, that's going to be lathered in oil, so I just grab a rag. Kind of get the excess off of there. Scrub it. Scrub it and love it. Get all that oil off of there. Like that. And this actually isn't bad, because I've already cleaned this at the range, but it can never be too clean, right? Just as long as you don't have too much oil on afterwards. You don't want a whole lot of oil. You don't want to lather your guns in oil after you're done cleaning it. So that's pretty good. And then, so after that, just to kind of show you what the CLP is doing, I take a Q-tip, and then I just kind of get, that's not even dirty. You don't even see anything on there. But as I get inside the bolt, kind of see a little bit of dirt in there. I don't know if you can see that. But See, that's why I like to use the Q-tips, just to get in those hard to reach areas and get all that crap out of there, all that gunk. And I'm just quickly showing you guys. I mean, usually I'm a little bit more thorough. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do there. That's what I do with the bolt. And then this is easy. You can either take a rag with some oil on it. This part already has a lot of CLP left on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the piece that went on the fore end here. Just kind of scrub the metal down. And if your gun's really dirty, another good tip to do is to spray the CLP down on the part and let it sit for a little while. Let it really, lift that dirt and that crud off of there. But this isn't really dirty, so I'm just kind of applying the CLP and wiping it, immediately. Yeah, it's clean. So we got the bore clean, we got the bolt clean, and let's do the rest of this here. And then, if you want to clean like the outside here, same thing. Just get like a rag, put some CLP on it. Just get the outside there. And usually that's some towards the end because you're going to be touching your gun so much cleaning it. Once you have everything together, you're going to start seeing fingerprints. So usually you don't get to the outside of the gun till last. Like after you wash your hands and stuff, you're going to notice all these fingerprints on here. And then you're going to be doing this quite a bit, wiping the outside of that gun off, all the oil off of it. And then the last thing to do, kind of get the inside there. So you get your brush with some CLP on it. Just scrub the inside there. Just let that CLP hit all the metal areas. Get the elevator a little bit. Like I said, I'm just doing this kind of quickly, just to kind of show you guys an idea of how I do it. But yeah, just getting all those grooves, in between hands, wipe it off there. And I just take more Q-tips. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. Just get the Q-tips and get all that gunk out of there. Yeah, because I mean, when you break one of these down, there's just so many grooves of where this piece right here. I don't know why I can't take over the damn bit. Where the fore end attaches to. Hey, stop it! Stop it! I think my wife's home. I think my dog's telling me that my wife's home. But anyways, yeah, so you take the Q-tips, brush, get the chamber really good, wipe out the excess. Really good. You basically just keep doing it until, when one of your patches, I used up all my patches. Well, I got more, but I use all the ones I have right now. But usually you want to use like a clean patch. You just keep doing it until you're, if you want to be really thorough, until your patch isn't, dirty. So yeah, that is pretty much a really quick I just kind of wipe this down right here. Okay. And then also what I recommend too when you're done putting everything together is taking a clean rag and just going through a bit, you know, like all your polymer pieces too, just to make sure you got all the oil off of it. So let's get the fore end and stuff back on there. Halfway. Get the barrel back on there. Like that, until it snaps. Put the nut back on. And there you go. I mean, that is just the quickest, that's just a quick overview of what I do. And then, you know, after I wash my hands and stuff, I like to get a fresh, clean rag and just kind of go through the outside really good. But that's pretty much a quick way that I do. And also, another step that you want to do is once you, like in the barrel, once you use the hops, the solvent in the barrel, and you clean it out with the dry, and you get the excess with the dry patch, once it's dry, I would use a little bit of oil and just take a clean patch and just lightly coat it with a little bit of oil and just run it through the bore. And then after you run one patch through the bore with oil, do one clean patch and just to try to get like a little bit of the excess off of it, just to keep the bore good. And you can do that also with, like, you know, the outside. Just get some oil and just lightly with a clean rag, just get the outside of your gun, you know, prevent it from anything from rusting. And usually that's what CLP does. I mean, that's usually what CLP does. It also it also preserves lubricant and preserves, but I don't know, I guess I'm just weird like that. I like to just clean the outside really good and then just lightly coat it with just some regular oil just to protect it even more. But yeah, that is pretty much how I clean my shotgun. That's just a quick way. Usually I'm way more thorough, but that's pretty much just the quick way of me showing you how I do it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe, and I appreciate it.